Marshawn Kneeland was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, a boy with a simple dream and a heart full of passion for football. He grew up in a modest family where life was never too easy, but his parents taught him discipline, respect, and faith. From an early age, Marshawn loved the game. He would play for hours, imagining himself one day standing under the bright stadium lights, he used to tell his friends. "One day, I will play for the big teams. Just wait and see," and he meant it. His determination was stronger than anyone around him in high school. Marshawn Kneeland started to show the world what he was made of. He was not the biggest player on the field, but his strength came from his soul. Coaches saw something rare in him. They saw a leader, a fighter, and a young man who refused to quit. He practiced early in the morning and stayed long after the training was over. His teammates called him the Quiet Storm because he spoke less and played more. His actions always spoke louder than his words. By the time he graduated, colleges from across the country were watching his game carefully, and soon he stepped into the next chapter of his life at Western Michigan University. Marshawn began his rise. He was focused, fearless, and ready to prove himself. His energy on the field was unmatched, and his teammates admired him. He became a defensive powerhouse, a player who could turn the direction of a game with his presence alone. Coaches said, "When Marshawn is on the field, everyone plays better." He led by example. He never complained, never looked for fame, only for growth. He believed that greatness is not about talent. It is about effort, patience, and the will to rise every time you fall. Years passed, and his name became known to scouts and reporters. His confidence stayed humble, and his belief stayed strong. Then came the moment he had dreamed of for years. In 2024, the Dallas Cowboys selected Marshawn Kneeland in the NFL draft that night. His family cried tears of pride. His mother smiled as he whispered, "Mum, I told you I would make it." And that was the beginning of his professional journey. He stepped into the NFL as a rookie, but he carried the wisdom of a veteran, his passion, his energy, his discipline. They all spoke for him. Fans noticed him, coaches respected him, and the media began to call him one of the most promising young stars outside the field. Marshawn was more than an athlete. He was kind, gentle, and full of respect for everyone he met. He often visited schools and youth camps, telling kids to believe in themselves. He said, "You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going." He believed in spreading positivity, in helping others, and in making people smile. He understood that success is not measured by trophies or fame, but by how many hearts you touch. Then came a day no one expected. In November 2025, heartbreaking news spread across the sports world. Marshawn Kneeland had passed away at only 24 years old. The shock was deep. The sadness was heavy. His teammates, his coaches, his fans, everyone mourned the loss of a shining soul. The Dallas Cowboys released a statement saying Marshawn was not just a player. He was family, and his spirit will forever live in our locker room across the NFL. Players wore his number to honor him and spoke about his humility, his work ethic, and his smile. His passing reminded everyone how fragile life can be and how important it is to care for one another. People remembered his values, his faith, his kindness, and his unshakable courage. His story became more than a tale of football. It became a lesson about strength, perseverance, and the beauty of chasing dreams. Today, Marshawn Kneeland's name lives on as a symbol of inspiration. His journey from a small-town boy to an NFL player continues to motivate thousands of young athletes. His life proved that success comes from the heart, from faith, from staying grounded, and from never giving up, no matter how tough the road gets. If Marshawn could send a message to the world today, it would be dream big, work hard, stay kind, and never forget where you came from. Because life is not about how long you live, it is about how deeply you inspire others. Marshawn Kneeland may have left this world too soon, but his light continues to shine through every dreamer who refuses to quit.